And we are now live. Hey, it's Monday, and that means only one thing. It's Monday Motivation with Ogre, and it is Monday, April 23rd. So we're going to go ahead and hear from the man himself. Ogre, tell your fans what's going on.
Oh, nothing much. You know me, whole lot of nothing, just work. What? My dog is freaking me out now. I'm breaking the rules here. Lay down, dummy.
That's your dog's name, dummy?
No, her name is Susie. She's like 108 in dog years, so she's getting up there.
Time to trade up.
Has actually had the thought. I was talking to somebody at work today, and I said, when she kicks it, or I take her off to get a hot shot of death there. I was thinking about getting a cat next, and they're like, why? And I can't get a puppy because I can't.
That's all work.
I'm gone. There's nobody else here. Yeah. I'm all alone in the stately Ogre manor. My manservant Buckley, he can't take the dog out. He's busy tending to my affairs and ironing my frock coats and
all that fun stuff.
Making sure my smoking jacket is pressed, and so I'm gone most of the damn day. I can't just have a little puppy in here running around shitting and eating everything. But I guess I could get one of those. Just get an older dog that's already.
Well, why don't you I know they have these apps where these young college chicks come over to your house and they'll train your dog for you while you're gone.
That's all. Why would I want them there when I'm gone?
Well, that's probably the reason why they'll, that's the catch. Yeah, they're hot. They come, but they only come over when you're not there to teach your dog, and then
maybe it'll be that one. Maybe it's that one from Doc's elevator.
Yeah, there we go. She could teach. I'm sure she could teach. I think she was an education major. I think that's something we could do. So that's an idea, man. Find yourself a little neighborhood girlie there that loves animals, and say, hey, can you train my puppy for me?
That brings up an interesting story. Coming in today for the manor.
Yeah.
I'm driving in, right, and it was like it was like a Benny Hill episode or something. I'm driving in. I can't do it with coming into the parking area, and on the other side of a car. There's this chick standing there, and she's holding a dog leash. I can't see the dog because it's on the other side of the car. Yeah. I'm cruising in all slow. Then you get the Detroit lean on, and I'm coming in. That's me leaning.
Yeah.
I don't know if the kids today still do that.
What kind of car do you drive anyway? Do you have like a Lincoln Town Car? Or?
It's
laid back.
I was trying to think of something funny. I can't think of.
Oh, come on. I mean, I caught you off guard. Oh, my God. That's a first. I got to write that one down.
I got a Duesenberg. And I'm coming. Look that one up.
Yeah,
and
look that one up.
I'm coming in, and I look over, and she's, standing there. She's kind of pretty. Kind of thin in the face and stuff. And got some tig old bitties there sticking out behind the car. And I cruise up and get... I come up to the part where you can see down the aisle because she's standing in between two parked cars.
Yeah.
And I can see her. She turns around and she's because she knows I'm checking her out. She turns around. This chick's like 9.5 months pregnant. I'm like, sorry. My mistake.
Oh,
Carry on.
Yeah, as you were. Damn, yeah. Is that a turnoff for you? Is pregnant women a turnoff?
No, not really, but I figured there's some knowing where the manor is located. I figured it's there's some cat either rehab or in prison waiting for her or something. So
Yeah, no,
not really my bag. But the good thing about pregnant chicks is though you can screw them and you don't have to use any protection. You don't have to worry about it.
Unless they're from I don't know. You always hear those freak stories where all of a sudden another, I don't know, freaks of nature, they get
have a kid, give birth to a kid 4 months after the first
one. You never know.
That'd be kind of, well, I guess you could always pick up a disease too, but.
Well, sure.
What the hell, you only live once. A couple STDs never killed anybody. Well, yeah, they probably did.
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, I think they have killed lots of people.
One time or another.
Now that I think about it. So, so that was going on. So, hey, just to play host here for a minute.
Sure.
for the two people that maybe actually watch this show and don't watch Friday, why don't you give a quick rundown on what happened last Wednesday?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good point. Well, last Friday we talked about the sit rep that we first had last Wednesday. Pretty damn good turnout. Like I said, this is one of the things that I was talking to Doc about, and eventually we're going to try to get this across all of our areas. But you know, we got a community center that donated the hall for us, and just have the doors open, and we had 7 people show up. One of the people that came by was an organization that they teach veterans how to train their own service dogs. So they partner them up with a rescue, a dog, at a dog rescue, nearby dog rescue, and then they partner up with the veteran and they train them how to be a service dog. And I'm gonna let me share the screen here real quick, and I will show that. Good organization. They let me see, where did I have that at? Here it is. This is the Dunes Training Dog Club. They're based out of Hebron, Indiana. This is some of the things that they do, but the really cool thing that really ties it all in here is their program, Pets and Vets. This is one thing I was talking about. It's like I mentioned, they partner up a veteran and they train them. Here's just some pictures of some of the veterans with their dogs there, and it's a good, it's a good program. It's one of those things where some of these men and women that are returning back from combat, and they've been diagnosed with PTSD, TBI, or any. I've known some veterans who have had to take medication because of diabetes, and these dogs were trained to remind the veterans to take their meds. So this is, I mean, the dogs dogs do a great service for our veterans. So I know a lot of people are on Facebook. They're always looking for good causes. To donate or even help or even volunteer help. They'll even take your time if you want to come and help out. They'll even volunteer your time to come out there. So again, please share this information. This is a great organization. If we can get this spread across here, at least in Northwest Indiana, into Chicago, people can travel. They've had people from Ohio to come up and get trained. So definitely give them a call if there's anything you would want to do to contribute or help. The number's listed here, 219-996-4770. Again, 219-996-4770. If you wanted to email, the number or the email address is info@dunesdogtrainingclub.com. And, of course, the website is dunesdogtrainingclub.com as well. So, great organization. Let them know, if you call them, let them know you heard it here on Monday Motivation with Ogre, as well as the BlackSheep Bravo Friday Roundtable show. Give a shout out from us for us. So, Jan, who we met, and Manny there that Wednesday. Thanks for letting us share this for you. This is a great organization, and I'm hoping you're getting some good responses. So, that's that from Pets and the Pets and Vets program from the Dunes Dog Training, and then we also. We heard from people in the community. We wanted to hear what people thought of the show, if they had any ideas, upcoming events, if they wanted to promote a veteran-owned business, which probably next month I'm going to be doing an interview show for a company that is a veteran-owned business. So it was a good thing. It was a good plug for those businesses out there, and we got some feedback. Some people liked. Were able to tell us what they thought of some of the shows, and a woman had said that the Monday Motivation Ogre was just, this was too much for her. Too much sexiness was happening. That Ogre was too close to the camera, and that she just bullshit. No, it was all good. It was
I was
bullshit.
believing you there for a second.
Yeah, you were,
oh,
weren't you?
shit,
Yes, he was like,
I gotta get out there. I gotta get out there more often.
you got to come out to Indiana a little more.
Yeah, Wednesdays I get my
Hair done?
Wednesday. No, I don't get my hair. That's when I get my process. Wednesdays is after school daughter day. So.
Oh, there you go. That's fine.
Yeah. I could bring her out there, but I don't.
What do you guys do for after school Wednesday fun?
Nothing.
Yeah.
You. Listen to her tell me. Listen to a 14-year-old tell me how lame and stupid I am.
And so, how do you respond to that? That's my thing.
No, it's a girl. Girls are. You got daughters.
I got daughters, but they were squared away, man. I never had that issue.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, excuse me. I guess I'm just parenting wrong.
no. I just got the luck. I got the luck of the draw, man. You know,
I guess.
I lucked out. I sacrificed some chickens when I was younger, and you know.
Maybe that's what I missed.
You gotta sacrifice some chickens every once in a while.
Joe Boo's bats are sick.
Joe Boo needs a refill. You know?
That's right. Up your butt, Joe Boo.
Up your butt, Joe Boo.
No, it was
now,
different.
well, wait, before you go on, if anybody knows where that's from, chime in. Chime in now.
I think we only got 4 people here. Did I do something to piss people off? How many people we got? I don't even think Steve and Linda are on this week. Jesus.
Well, I think they were on a date last week. They were.
They picked her up in the Coke.
They won the contest. They won a full paid trip to the Sheboygan VFW banquet hall last week.
Win a dream date with Steve, the Coke guy.
And Linda
there you
won.
go. Where's Devil Dog? We can have a contest.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah, that's that story.
What the hell? Now you made me forget what the hell I was going to say.
I know, I forgot too. It sounded something profound, but I couldn't miss it. Oh, you know what? The other thing I noticed the other day when I was editing that last video Friday show, I noticed you had your hand up.
Yeah.
I could, but your hand was like, your hand was so white it blended with your shelf behind you, so I didn't see your hand when you were waving. Yeah, it was like it looked like part of the trophies behind you.
I am pale.
Yeah, well, yeah, you need some sun, man. You gotta get some sun.
I'm Scottish and English. What do you want?
Ooh, Scottish and English. It's
Yeah.
like country and western.
Country and western.
There you go.
There's some Eastern European stuff thrown in there, but I really count that too much.
So do you remember what you were going to say? 'Cause I feel really bad because I didn't. You had a point and I was just rambling.
My daughter. Yeah. I had the boys. The boys were older. They're there's I don't know, something 6 or 7 years between the number 2 boy and the number 1 girl. 1, 2, 3 boy girl. So with the 2 boys, they were about the same age, and and stuff. They were a year apart. With them, they'd get snippy. You just like crack them on upside the head, and they telling you how lame you are or whatever. When not like a child beater. And I'm sure my oldest son would disagree. He'll probably chime in later in comments. He beat me. But with a girl, she's like a little girl. You're not gonna like crack her one upside the head or anything. It's it makes you feel bad. Plus, I guess that's what they say about, like daddy's little girl. She's got you wrapped around her little finger. I'm like, it's a girl. True. What am I going to do?
Yeah, that is true. No, that is true.
She argues with her mother all the time. It's pretty funny.
But she doesn't argue with you, though, does she?
No, she doesn't argue with me. She just pretty tells me to shut up, and then I shut up, and she walks away.
So what was it? I like I said, I don't go on Facebook a lot, but I did notice you took a picture of some food. Do you normally do that? Do you take a picture of the food and you celebrate with your?
Man, I caught hell about that. Because I've been a Facebook anti-food picture taker poster for however long I've been on Facebook, and I just did it because we were doing we had one of those. Still got the garbage over here. The instructions, those them things that come. You order the meals and they send you all the shit. They send you all the ingredients and everything together.
Oh yeah,
in the same bag.
I don't know what it's called, but yeah.
The instructions. There's a shit ton of them. There's a bunch.
Right.
But we were doing that, and we were farting around with it, and we did it she disappeared about 3/4 of the way through, and I finished it off. So I did it, and they got those things on, I don't know if you've seen them on the internet. Like, nailed it. They had the picture of something that people make, and I just did that. I had the instructions right there, and I'm like, oh, look, it's just like the picture, nailed. So I took a picture of it and put it on there, and I put on there about how it was me and her doing it, and everybody's like, oh, you're a fag, and don't make fun of me putting pictures up there. My own brother turned against me. Then I explained it was about me and her doing something in my attempts to keep her off the stripper pole in future years. So
that's important.
So it was allowed. That's my whole job. That's Dad's. That's your job. Keep your daughter off the stripper pole.
Nothing against a stripper pole, though. Is that a bad thing?
That's a Chris. Your daughter? Yes.
That's
somebody else's daughter. That's the guy. That's the guy that the kid that the big titties out there in the parking lot is having her kid, and he's off at the fucking heroin rehab or living in
Just don't want to. I'm just trying. I'm trying not.
A motel in New Mexico.
Oh yeah.
His daughter are the ones that end up on the stripper pole. My daddy didn't love me.
Yeah. No, because I don't want to offend the.
College.
Yeah.
You don't want to offend what? Strippers?
No, I don't want to offend our stripper viewership. We
We
have a
got
lot
strippers
that
that
watch.
watch this? How many strippers?
Oh yeah, there's a few.
Wait.
I'm not going to call them out, but they like the show.
Wait. Do we have like Miami, Florida Scores strippers, or do we have like Calumet Avenue, Kenny Mays strippers?
Oh, let me see. Well, we're not that low.
Don't pretend you don't know what Kenny Mays is either. If your wife is watching. Yeah, what? What is this Kenny Mays you speak of?
That was that one Bible study place that you're able to bring your son to. I remember that place. and they gave you canned beer, so it was safe for the environment. Nobody got hurt.
Canned beer. You go there on a Tuesday afternoon, you see the bullet holes.
Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah. I'm talking
about in the strippers. They're like surgery scars and shit.
Oh yeah. No. I used to be a bouncer at a couple of these gentlemen clubs. These are gentlemen clubs. You are strictly act like a gentleman. You cannot touch them. Oh yeah, but it was gross. I mean, it is gross because the place that I fucking worked at. The guy was cheap, so he didn't want to hire a cleaning crew. So the bouncers were the cleaning crew. So after the night was over, everybody's cashed out. We walked into their cars. Now we take our blazers off, our sports coats, and start cleaning. Roll up our sleeves and sweeping and mopping and.
Were you like Bud and Kill Bill?
Yeah, he was like that. But there's nobody here to bounce.
Oh, look, you're off the schedule.
What's this?
What's this? Here's another day off the schedule.
The only things that seem to challenge you kids is money. So it looks like you're not going to be in there. But yeah, it was like that. And so I would go clean the toilets, and there was tampons overflowing the toilets. They were just nasty bras.
Do you become desensitized to naked titties?
Oh yeah.
Really? See, I don't think I want to lose that lure.
No, and also being Latin, it's I appreciate the body, the female body.
Oh, just the whole
thing, the whole thing. So the female body, you've seen one female. Plus, I used to be a massage therapist too, a licensed massage therapist back in the day, and I must have massaged hundreds of bodies.
You'd have more jobs than I've had.
Well, it was a hobby. It was more of a hobby than anything because I was into martial. It's a long story. Nobody wants to hear about that shit. But yeah, it was before happy endings came about. It was before happy endings.
I certainly hope so. Hey, they had an arrest there in Crest Hill
for massaging.
For what's that called? Not racketeer.
Yeah, what do you call that?
What's that called? Shit.
What we're talking does it relate to what we're talking about?
Yeah, it relates exactly what we're talking about. The chick was giving the undercover cop a massage and asked him if she wanted to finish him off there. Give him the old spanky wanky.
Oh yeah, see, that's entrapment though. I don't know about that.
How's that entrapment? That's not entrapment.
If you tell somebody, hey, I'm gonna give you a massage and then afterwards I might give you a little something, you're like, you know what? I've been working all day, slugging paperwork, single. Yeah, I got nothing to go home to. Why not? Let's get a massage. What the hell?
The thing that got me is what I read is that a guy went in there, just your regular Joe Schmo off the street. He went in there and he propositioned. That's what it is.
Oh, okay, there we go.
And he was propositioned, and he was so highly offended and taken aback. Oh, he got the vapors. He went straight to the police department. He goes to it's not the bunco squad. I don't know what it is. They still have bunco squads. He went to the prostitution department there, and they say yes, please. And they sent an undercover guy in there, and that was it. And he was I don't know. Can you still say Oriental? She was East Asian.
Yeah, I think the correct nomenclature is Asian. I think that's what
Asia's a big fucking continent. I mean,
well, yeah. I mean, that's safe. Well, so when we used to say Oriental, that was
Russians are Asians.
Are they?
Yeah. Okay, Siberians are Asians.
I don't know.
I think the Ural Mountains are the cutoff between. Who else is Asians? Uzbekistan's.
Yeah,
Uzbeks.
I don't know.
Nepal.
I fell asleep during that.
I mean,
class.
they're not all like, me love you long time.
Yeah, that's what people
Me
think.
so hardy.
Me so hardy.
I was back to last week with Arlie Ermy.
Arlie Ermy, yeah. That's a
but,
flashback. Right
yeah, now. she was East Asian, but any guy watching who has that little fantasy, not the fantasy ones, the reality ones working at a fucking rub and tug in fucking Joliet, Illinois.
But do they even have those anymore? Like in this day and age?
they just got arrested. This is just.
But still,
recently.
I mean, I don't know, man. Why do you?
What do you think? The mob's gone?
Yeah. Well, see, and that's the other thing too. Why should it be so taboo, man? If you need to rub one out, if someone,
well, we talked about that. I agree. You're gonna get Devil Dog all worked up again.
Devil Dog, come on.
It's a victimless crime once again.
I think it is. Not that I've ever tried it or done it. I mean, I'd kind of, I don't know. It's just, easy. I'm a cheap ass. I do not like to pay. If I can get a coupon for it, I would do that first. I wouldn't approach it. It's just That's
just it. I always thought I was gonna get like ripped off, and I was terrified of AIDS from the age of like 14 until. Yeah. I remember my mom telling me once I thought I had I got injured playing football, and I had a lacerated kidney. This was freshman year before you were there. And I was pissing blood.
Yeah.
And I ran downstairs. I'm a freshman in high school. Her 14-year-old son runs into the living room, and I told my mom, I said, I have AIDS. And she looks at me and she goes, you have to have sex before you get AIDS.
Oh, damn.
Well, like, pardon. Thanks,
fucking
Mom.
burnt there, didn't you?
Yeah, that hurt a little bit. That hurt worse than the lacerated kidney and the internal bleeding.
Hey, since Rajesh is off today, I'm gonna head over to Facebook here real quick just to see how we're doing on comment wise. I'm gonna have to multitask, so there might be a quick loud transition here, but I'm gonna try to mute it.
A long loud snap. I'll sing a song while you're gone.
There we go. Okay, so now I could see some of these comments. All right, so Joel said there are plenty in Fort Worth, or so I've been told.
Wink.
And then I'm not sure who. It must have been Devil Dog because he said, "Don't get me started, Ogre." Hey, Jim Youngkin Jr. I don't strip that often anymore. Yeah, I heard after retirement that's your new gig. So keep it up there, Jim. That's a good one. And yeah, Steve is next door at the Devil Dog's house. And Linda is here, and she did not go out with Steve.
What the hell happened?
He said, "Fuck Steve. I don't like that asshole. Fuck Coke. I like Pepsi better." That's what Linda said. So there you go, Steve.
Poor Steve.
Poor Steve. And then, your hose, Vice Enforcement and NYC. Yeah. See, Devil Dog, he's monitoring. He's all over it. And Joel says Asian non-therapeutic massages. Asian non-therapeutic. So those are the ATMs. No, ANTMs. Asian non-therapeutic massages.
Confusing. That's too much of an acronym.
That is. And
non-therapeutic massage.
That's too much. This, I don't know.
That's too much.
I saw this, and I keep bringing this up. There's a show on a network where this woman, she travels and talks about sex-related stuff. Well, there's actually a need for women, a service for women to get happy endings, where someone comes to your house and they play with the little button there, and you get the women get their rocks off, and the person leaves, and that's it. The women get their rocks off. So I didn't realize there was a demand for that. Can you imagine? That'd be a good business to kind of get into. I like to look at the business model for that and see how we get started. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. You think you would come to a hotel room and like a massage? You bring a massage table. I would say $100 an hour, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to do some more research on that.
Probably, yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Guess.
You really got to know just a little bit of some anatomy, and
you have to know something. You can't
a little dexterity.
Like, completely.
I got it. The Ogre School. We could start a school.
We could start a school for that.
Yeah.
Teach guys how to give chicks
pleasure for money. You could be like, you want to make more money? that'll be one of the things. A happy ender giver. You got TV repair.
I'd have to get a spokesman. I'm too ugly for that to be the.
Let's see, who would be a good spokesman for your school?
Devil Dog.
Devil Dog. Yeah. The Utes.
The Doc. Hey, you Utes! You want to learn how?
You want to make more money?
No, I don't know. It'd have to be, just some run-of-the-mill, out-of-work actor. Pick a big books.
Would you rather a male or a female spokesperson?
Probably have to have a girl because I don't know. Then you get like the sickos showing. I don't know. What do I know?
Something to think about, though.
I would know how to teach my. Here'd be my instruction manual.
Yeah.
One page. Here's what you do. Do this.
You locate
Actually,
it.
no, with a chick, it's probably.
Well, you need a big ass book. I have the manual with me. There it is. How to Please a Woman in a book, right there. Volume 1.
Hey, what do you do? What do you do? To go into her house and start doing her fucking dishes or something? Does that get her off?
Oh wait, but that could be, ladies. I don't know. Would that be something you'd be into?
Garbage.
Cut the grass.
Ask her about her day.
That would be.
Actually, look at her and pay attention while she's talking. It's a mystery why I've been divorced 2 times, isn't it?
It is a mystery. Then you wonder. Yeah. See, you wrote that book on that right there. Yeah.
What? How to get divorced?
Yeah.
I could get that one. That'd be an easy one. I'll tell
Speaking
you what. The answer. I know what the answer is. If the question is, do these pants or does this dress make me look fat? I don't know what the correct answer is, but I know what the wrong answers are.
There, yeah. That's it. See, at your new school, we'll even teach you what not to say and even how to fake a heart attack, so you don't have to answer that question, or to fake an injury or fall. We do a lot at this school, the Ogre School of Womenology.
Yeah, I could use that because told you I'm still looking for a new hoe. She was upset with my Harrison Ford impersonations.
That is, you know what? You made the trophy wife piss her pants. That was a spot on. You should do the next show in your Harrison Ford.
Oh, she liked
voice.
it.
Hell yeah! I had to do a double take. I was like, holy shit!
Wasn't that good? Well, let me try it again.
Oh, it was good.
Which one was it? The Probasic. He switched the samples, so he could sell Basic. Get off my plane. Okay,
it almost sounds like a combination of Batman and Han Solo. Where is she?
Yeah. That was I didn't like. Who was that? What the fuck was that guy's name?
Oh man, I know he had a fucking nervous breakdown too, not too recently.
Getting some text from some fucking plane, and you're too close to the camera, so I got to stand all the way back here. My head looks really small.
Oh come on! Now I see. Now I can't. Now I can't see
That's
that.
like that Beetlejuice when the guy shrunk his head.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
How you doing? I do still prefer the old dock camera. That's my favorite.
Yeah, there's the.
There you go. We're here, Doc here from DeKalb. How are you? Basic. That's What was that? What was that guy's name that played Batman? Last one.
Oh, I can't remember
Jesus.
now.
Where's the help when you?
That was 2 Batmans ago.
Was it 2 Batmans ago? Oh yeah, it's fucking what's his face now?
Ben Affleck. Affleck.
Fatty pancake face. Yeah.
They
all do that. Why does I don't?
Bale, Christian Bale.
There you go.
I knew it would come to me.
I don't know. Why is that the Batman voice?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah. Tell me where you have her.
But that's hot, man. Chicks dig a raspy voice.
They do?
I guess. I don't know. Ladies, Linda, tell me, is Linda only female out there? Do you like deep voices?
Lady? Singular?
Lady. Well, speaking of ladies, last Monday we discussed an opening in the lineup. And so today we are going to, this is just a rough draft of the actual Ogre's dating requirements. So we're going to cover this just a little bit. There is some changes that need to be done because again, this is just the first draft. But as we take a look here,
spent a lot of time on this.
We got to get some things going here. So the height is important to Ogre. You have to be less. You have to be shorter than he. Is that what we're looking for?
I don't care.
Actually, so you don't care.
Actually, what I'm looking for, I've always had on my list, is a chick that's like 6'5".
6'5". Wow. Okay.
That's on my bucket list.
See, for somebody like
one of them WNBA playing chicks.
Wow. Okay.
Just to see.
Yeah.
Call me crazy, but he like legs and arms all over.
Yeah, that's a lot of legs because you would have to climb up to
like
to
that.
kiss.
Who's that? That Becca Lobo or whatever. But they're all funny looking.
I haven't. So body type. We have body type here. Again,
mostly
this is just
over 5'3".
So over 5'3".
A, B, C, D. I vote for D.
So he's going for D. If you're right here in this area, all the way over here.
Double D. Those are like double Qs. Look at those things, Jesus.
You are in contention. All right.
You could choke a fucking rhino with those.
And since this is a psychological,
what you call me?
portfolio, to make sure you got the right person, we have some psychological assessment sentences.
Oh, let's see the questions here. My favorite movies. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to say my favorite movies are comedies, dramas, romances in my bedroom camcorder.
Oh.
Now that's a freak. That's what you're looking for, aren't you?
Our first date, you can take me. I see what they're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
Breast points. Hell's Lexicon Plastics. A gift from my previous boyfriend.
I'll have to look that up. And I am easily manipulated because of my low self-esteem, shaky past relationships, diminished mental capacities, or all of the above.
Fantastic. Oh, that works. I like that first one.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, number 5, it's my father will not hassle you. At this point, we don't care. At this point,
I think it's because he's dead, because,
Yeah, because you're older.
And at this point, anyway, most of the time, the chicks I go for, they're like, here, take her.
Yeah.
Get her the fuck out of here.
All right. He talks about some underpants. Number 7 is something that Ogre really wanted to know. I perform oral sex on the first date, usually, often, always, eagerly. The correct answer we're looking for is eagerly. So if you check that box, you're going to be moved up the list.
Right to the front of the line.
Right to the front of the line. So there you go. There's just some information there. Talks about your shower schedule. Hygiene is important.
We got to print those out and get them on the,
We'll send them out. So if you would like an application, go ahead and send us an email at blacksheepbravo@gmail.com, and we will send you out an application. And our viewing our panel will set up a interview with you, and Ogre will have the final say so. So make sure you check back every once in a while to see the status on Ogre's application process. Yeah. Damn, that's a huge hoe.
Considering we only have one female viewer.
Yeah. I don't know.
It kind of
narrows it down.
Kind of narrows it down, doesn't it? I can do my preparation help shrinks.
Yeah. So there you have it. And then one thing I wanted to bring up, I know been going a lot of all over the place. In the news today was breaking news. England, the Brits, they have Princess, what's her name? Kate? Is that her name? Kate?
That's a television.
Yeah, they have a baby boy. So they have a baby
boy. Another prince. A new prince.
Yeah, I came running to the TV when I heard that. So yeah.
I heard that on the radio. How old is the frickin' queen? She dead yet? No,
she's like 99 or something like that. She's up there.
Her mother lived to be like 206? What are they, like fucking elves or something?
I don't know, man. Yeah, that is weird. I don't know, something in the water or something they do up there. But I will say this: that Kate Middleton, she's a hot piece of ours. I will say
she's a looker. Yeah,
she's definitely
a
looker.
Jesus Christ, you're the heir apparent to the throne of England. I think that gets a little stroke there. You're not talking like regular poon.
No,
You're not going down to AJ's Pizza Parlor on the corner trying to pick
you
somebody
got
up
people,
in a
the royal penis is clean, Your Highness. I mean, we're talking super duper clean shit here. You know, we're not talking regular hygiene here. We're talking super hygiene.
They got some. Maybe that helps with the extended lifespan. They got some cash too. That's
for sure.
That's always good.
So what else is going?
They're not really lookers there.
No, I wouldn't. I don't know. Some people would beg to differ, but the wives they choose are, they do all right.
Diana was okay. Her face was a horse face. Why the long face? Was that Fergie?
Oh yeah, I forgot about her. Yeah, she got
the one that Chuck married after Diana.
Camilla.
Yeah, that's the one. Like,
she looked like a waitress, a rundown waitress at 24 hours.
I bet you he's pissed.
Oh yeah.
It's Charles. Yeah. He's got to be mad. He's like waiting for his mother to die for the last.
It's either that or senile.
Freaking years. And then now his kids are getting all the press. He's like, hey, I had no love for Chuck.
Yeah.
No.
Fucking.
I'm gonna be king, damn it. Well.
Lasagna.
That
kind of king. They're gonna raise the little kids up.
Did you say lasagna?
Yeah, that's how I used to entertain my little kids when they were growing up. When they would.
That's funny. It's a good one. Hey,
Weird Al Yankovic was a great influence in our lives. So we made fun of a lot of stuff. So yeah.
Well, speaking of weird.
Yes, lay it on me.
Me and my terrible segues. I guess they caught the no pants murderer shooting up the Waffle House guy in Memphis.
Oh, so he's been caught.
You see this guy? I just saw when before you said you were going live to me earlier. I guess it said he was caught. He has been apprehended, as they say. Breaking news. Devil Dog and his buddies were dispatched to Memphis and snatched him up right quick. So the dude, the thing that gets me, why no pants?
Yeah, I didn't even know what you were talking about when you sent me that. I was like,
you didn't see that? Oh man, the Waffle House in Memphis, Tennessee. I mean, it's not funny. I mean,
well, I saw the shooting this morning, and they interviewed the guy who grabbed the barrel. But that was the last I heard.
They said he had like a green jacket on and sans pants.
Huh?
Just walking around there with the fucking longer flopping around and laying out rounds.
Yeah, that's a reason why I don't go to Waffle Houses. That's just one of the reasons why, because strange people go in those places. It's like going to Walmart.
I don't wear pants either when I go to a Waffle House, but I'm not like murdering people.
Well,
so get this: the guy actually he got arrested a while back by the Secret Service. He was on the grounds of the White House with weapons. The Secret Service picked him up. And he said he was there for a meeting with Donald Trump. This was recent, so it might have been a year. I'm not sure of the dates here. I'm not very good research this week. And they didn't really let him go, but he went. He lost his firearms operator or whatever owner ID card, and they gave him the guns to his old man. His dad gave him the guns back. I bet he feels like shit now. But this dude was obviously out of his frickin' mind.
He was. He was.
You're just a fucking boo-boo schizo at that point, but...
and he's from your neck of the woods, I take it. Isn't he from...
Pardon me?
Downers Grove or... No, Morton. He's from Morton Grove, I thought.
He's from Morton Grove? Are you sure?
Yeah, he's from Illinois. Yeah, because they said he's got Illinois ties. Well, you fact-check that.
I'm fact-checking that. You talk about something else.
Yeah, Joel says M-A-G-A. MAGA.
Oh, every time I mention Trump, my brother gets fired up.
He is fired up.
He's a big Trump supporter down there in Texas. You have to be.
Well, Texas is a different country.
You spent some time down there, didn't you? Oh, you lived down there.
Hell yeah, I did. I learned a lot. Yeah, I did some
Travis Rinking.
Morton, Illinois.
No, Morton, Illinois. That's not my neck of the woods. That's down there by that's downstate down there.
You could thank Linda for that, because she was Johnny on the spot. She's definitely in investigative reporting skills. Linda, we're gonna go live to Linda.
She take a break from filling out her application.
I don't know. Linda, are you filling out that application? I haven't gotten an email from you yet, so I haven't sent it to you. So I don't know. If you need it right now, send us your email, and I will send you the application, and we will process that for you.
Send you 2 copies in case you mess up one.
Tell your friends.
And tell your friends.
And it's ladies' night tonight at Stately Ogre Manor.
It's always ladies' night at Stately Ogre Manor. The problem is they're not really...
That's right. He accepts competitors' coupons as well.
Hey, are we still on? Are we? Because I'm trying to look at the things, and it looks like we have a issue here.
Oh no, we're still on.
Okay.
Linda gave us that play-by-play with more no.
Oh well, of course you did. How silly of me.
Yes.
Apparently, don't pay me no mind.
I'm assuming 92. Joe said 90. Joe said 92. I'm assuming that's the age of the queen, the mother queen.
Oh yes, thank you. Oh, and he caught my heir apparent joke. Okay, good. At least somebody did. You know, if you can have one person catch your stupid bullshit references and jokes that you make, it's all worthwhile. Makes this Monday all worthwhile. Holy shit!
But it has to be a family member, you know.
Look at the time there. Well, yeah, I know, but don't.
Whoa, look at that.
Sorry, look at that. What did we miss?
We're moving around here.
Well, you know what? We'll get to that. We'll get to those other ones next time.
Now, going back to your application, you're trying to fill those spots in your whole lineup. Have you had any difficulties picking up women on these? Have you tried internet dating sites?
Yeah, of course.
How is that working for you?
I think it's not so much difficulties. I think it's the whole. It's a weird thing because I mean you go from text and messaging, whatever. We'll just say text just to save argument. You go from texting like a hey, how you doing? Hey, I saw your profile. I'd like to meet you, or maybe meet through coffee. Or you get to that point, and then like it could be like fucking like 2 hours later, and you're sending pictures of your dick next to a Coke can. It's like, how the hell did we get here? It's been 87 minutes.
What's Steve with you when you're doing it?
For a point of reference.
I see. Oh, so what you use I see now.
Yeah. Can ruler. I go to see what I do is I go to the Jewels and I get those little 8-ounce cans.
Yeah.
So I got the little 8-ounce can and I take that and I put my finger over the part where it says only 8 ounces.
Yeah.
Then you got the old, Mr. Happy there, right?
When he towers, it towers the can at that point.
The can, I don't know personally, but I've been told. I believe the can is a reference for the girth.
Girth. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah. I was always told the toilet paper, the cardboard, the cardboard.
The roll.
The roll.
Roll.
Yeah, that's another point of reference.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, there you go. And just say, it fits, and it fits tightly. That's an impressive. I was gonna
say, if it fits, monument. I don't think that's like too impressive. Yeah, check it out. I can reel it around and But
no. I mean, you got to squeeze it in.
You
there.
want it? Oh, so it's so. Oh, I
it's tight. So you got to add some adjectives. You see.
I'm gonna have to find some.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just always that always amazes me that you get to this point, you're just like talking, and it's like, hey, you can't do that out in public. I mean, if you're meeting somebody back in the good old days, get off my lawn. You can't like walk up to. You're not walking up to a girl in a bar or wherever, at the fucking supermarket or a cemetery. You can't just walk up to the chick and start hitting her up, and then 18 minutes into the conversation, whip your fucking Johnson. Well, you could, I guess.
Well, you could. Well, that was my pickup line. I would. You never did the whole.
You want to see my Johnson?
Well, no. I would say, hey, I sat in bubble gum, and then they look, and it's it's my sack hanging out. It was a joke. You never did that? You never heard that one before? Where you say, hey, I just sat in gum.
I did the one where you take your dick out over your wrist and say, I'm pretty drunk. I can't tell what time it is on my watch.
Yeah, this is way before the Me Too movement. So yeah, guys, I do not recommend you try that now because you.
Yeah, don't do that shit now.
You'll probably get kicked in the face and probably have your nuts ripped off. So don't do that. This was 20-something years ago.
20. We're getting up there. 1992, that might get a giggle.
Yeah. And Joe says that's how he met his first missus. The sitting in gum part, right?
No, can you tell me what time it is?
Oh, that one.
Oh, that stings. Ouch.
That's another good one.
Or
you pull
from Texas.
You have to stand up a little. Pocket.
Oh, yeah.
You want to kiss the bunny? Yeah.
See my impersonation of an elephant?
That too, or so you want to kiss the bunny between the ears was another. Kiss my bunny.
See, and
it's it's good natured fun.
Those were good natured fun, of course. It was rare instances, but that's my point. That's what I'm yapping about, and I don't really have a freaking point here. Is that you're on the internet with these broads, and it's like, within.
So, are you succeeding at this, or how many freaks have you captured with this technique?
My thing is more of it's a long one. It's a long.
What are you describing here?
I'm describing my style. That's why the other day when with what's her face there, Charlie saying, "I'll talk to my mother, hit on my mother." I can't just flip a switch and just start like.
Hey baby, how you doing?
What do the kids say? I can't just start macking a hoe. I gotta, it takes me a while to, I gotta get them to warm up to me. I'm like.
What kind of unfilters do you smoke?
Exactly. Yeah. I see you smoke Camel Unfilters and drink Manhattans. Right up my alley.
You a loud cougher in the morning?
How many grandchildren do you have?
How many great grandchildren do you have?
Let me see the pictures of your great grandchildren there, Mabel.
Let me see some of your dental records while you're at it.
I got my Duesenberg parked outside.
Man. Yeah, I do not envy the single life. I am so glad that I don't have to
there's a couple there's some sites that like the ones that are on TV, like the Match.com. That Match is kind of snooty. If you're looking for you're looking blah blah blah, and they get like. Then there's the ones that are like, I guess you don't want to say high class. There's like you got your Plenty of Fish, which is free, so you deal with that. You got the Our Time, which is that's where you go for the old bags that are it's supposed to only be 50 plus, but so I lie on there and said I was 50, so I'm getting there now. I won't be lying in a couple of years. But then you got like the ones that got the nasty sites where it's just like come fuck me, or whatever.
Yes.
And it's but.
What are these sites called? What's the name? They give me an example of one of them.
I don't know.
Come on.
Adult Friend Finder.
Oh yeah, that's all bullshit. That's all fake.
No, it's not.
Really?
It's not
fake. There's a big expose that they're all like just robots, that they're just doing it for marketing. But no, huh? You.
No, they are not.
Okay, well, good for you. Wink, wink.
Not really. I get my test results.
Yeah. You're gonna have to tell me off the air on that one there, offline.
No. It's there's some sick fuckers out there, men and women.
Plenty of hoes.
I mean, there's plenty of hoes out there too. And the thing, that's what I gotta say. If you got if we have any young viewers, I doubt we do. But if we do, or if you run into any young guys that are crying about they can't find women and the boo-hoo,
mm-hmm.
Stay in the game, young fellas, because your prospects go up as you get older. Because as women get older, they get their priorities and
they get a little
their expectations go down.
Expectations go down as ages go up.
That's right. And then here comes Ogre. How you doing? Hey, how you doing tonight? Can you tell me what time it is on my watch?
You want to make some box food at my house and we'll take pictures of it later?
Want to see a picture of my schlong next to 8-inch Coke can? I bet you do.
I bet you do. Yeah, that is beautiful stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Good luck to you guys. I would love to do just a whole series on, both men and women, the horrors of online dating and going to a first date and it's nothing what you expect.
Well, that's the hard part. That's when you get the one that's like nothing like their picture, or she sent you a picture from
20 years ago.
When Clinton was in office, and you're like, hey, this was like 20 years and 80 pounds ago. That's the thing. I send, here I am. This is it. I don't sound
This
like
is
a
it.
picture.
What you get,
know.
this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it, sister. I got a job. I got a car. I'm not in prison. How about
That's
it? We
quite
gonna
true.
do this or what? I got shit to do. Cubs are
I got-
playing. Let's go.
I got to be in bed by 9.
Yeah.
I got to get up
Chop,
early.
chop.
Chop
People
it
gotta
up.
get up early in the morning.
All right. Well, speaking of getting it up early, it is, man, it's almost an hour gone by, and
Thank God.
we got to get to your segments. I'm very interested in
Excuse
what
me?
you have
Oh.
your segments.
You always
your
throw me
thing.
off.
Your end of the end of the show questions.
Doing it again. Oh yes, we're gonna change things up, but
Yeah.
we'll get to that in a minute. When we get to today in history.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, when you do the editing, you can put in a
Da-da-da-da. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Trying to liven things up a little bit, and to those of you who watch, who actually, I know this is everybody's favorite time of the show, but if you could please like and share our BlackSheep Bravo page, and go to YouTube and tell all your friends about it, and show it to them, and say, look at these fucking idiots. Okay.
Here we go.
We do today in history. I'll give you the history. I'll give you the little things. And then when we get to who was born today and who died today,
Okay.
I am going to ask the Spaniard a couple of quick questions. I guess it's kind of like password or something. And you have I'll give you the year, and then I'll give you a hint or two, and you have to guess who it is. But first, today in history. In 1635, first public school in the United States, Boston Latin School, is founded in Boston. There you go, 1635, first public school in the United States. How about that, Mammons? In 1914, 1914, the first baseball game at Wrigley Field, then known as Weegham Park, is played.
I see.
I don't know if it's Weegham or Wiggum or whatever. Wiggum. But, yeah, Wrigley Field, the first,
Nice.
what I like to, when people complain about, baseball stadiums selling their name, like Comiskey going to not United Center, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Comiskey going to whatever the fuck it was, the Cell, and then the guaranteed empty field or whatever it is. People complain about that, and you got Cub fans, they sold blah, blah, blah. And I'm a Cub fan, too, and I tell them, shut up. I'm like, what the hell do you think Wrigley is named at? Where do you think that comes from?
The gum.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, well, there you go. Anyway, today, in 1945, during World War II, Adolf Hitler's designated successor, Hermann Goering, he sent the telegram asking permission to take leadership of the Third Reich, and Martin Bormann and Goebbels, a couple of party animals, they advised Hitler that the telegram is treasonous. But it just goes to show you can't trust anybody in the Air Force.
There you go. There you have it, right from the ogre's mouth.
That's right. 1985. One more. 1985.
85.
Here's one special for Steve.
Steve.
That's right.
Okay.
1985. Coca-Cola changes its formula and releases new Coke.
Yeah, I remember that.
The response is overwhelmingly negative, and the original formula is back on the market in less than 3 months.
Yeah.
I think I need my tinfoil hat for that. I think that was all fucking advertising bullshit.
It was. It was.
I mean,
it was the exact same shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Come on. Who are they trying to kid?
Remember the fervor over that? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
People
were losing their fucking minds, man.
were
They were
really
almost
upset.
riots.
Hey, sons of bitches.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. On to the fun stuff and entertainment.
Okay.
Okay. Today's births. Okay, so we'll do it like this.
Okay.
Spaniard, you ready?
I'm ready.
Born today in 1564, and the hint is to be or not to be.
1564. I'm thinking this is Renaissance. 1564. To be or not to be. That is William Shakespeare.
Ding. Very good.
Yes. He was born on today. Born on today's date, huh?
Well, that's the whole thing. Yes, of course he was born on today's date.
Well, he was born. He didn't die. We're doing births first.
These are the
death.
These are the births. These are the births. Yes.
Okay. All right. Linda, I beat you to it. Sorry.
Oh, she answering already?
She answered. Yes.
Jesus.
Look at her. All right.
Is she
so is she my competition? Am I going to have to fight?
Is she like a freaking encyclopedia salesman or something?
That was
Okay,
her
here we go.
job back in
Well,
the
at
day.
least somebody's playing along. I guess we don't want to fault them. I guess she's done with her application.
Okay.
Okay, I lost my place and I can't find it along with
Births. It's a birth.
Okay, births. I'm going to skip 1791 because I have no idea. I thought of this after I wrote them all down. Anyway, in 1791, okay, let's see how Linda gets this one, or probably my brother. 1791 today. He was the 15th President of the United States. The 15th. 1-5.
1-5. What year again was this?
He was born in 1791.
He was born.
I believe he was the only bachelor president. Do you know what that means?
Oh, yes. Bachelor Buchanan.
There you go.
That's how that gave it away.
Correct. Very good.
Yes.
No, I got to give hints here. We don't want to sit here for an hour.
True. No, I know. That's good.
All right.
I want people to be amazed.
Born in 1928. 1928. A little girl that people liked that was annoying and made stupid movies.
They call it Dakota Fanning.
No, 1928.
1928. Little girl. The only thing I'm thinking, Annie.
As a fictitious character.
Fictitious. So I'm thinking 1928, black and white. There's a drink named after her.
There you go.
Shirley Temple.
Very good. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
All right, moving on.
Ooh, Linda got it. Ooh, even Joe got it. He said Shirley Temple.
1936.
1936. Okay.
1936. I gotta come up with better something to do next week. The man in black.
Johnny Cash.
Hey. Oh, you know what? I fucked up. Whoops.
Okay.
I'm terrible. Boo, bad, Ogre, bad.
Come on, Ogre. What the hell?
All right, 1936 is Roy Orbison.
Oh, God. Well,
sorry. Okay.
Only the Lonely was one
Here's
of my
another
favorites.
one. 1943. He was 1943, he was the valet of the man with the golden gun.
Okay. A little person. He was on Fantasy Island. Tattoo, the plane. What's his name? I don't know his name. Shit. All I know is just Tattoo. Tattoo was his character in Fantasy Island. That's all I could. I'm sorry. I don't know the original, the actual actor's name, but is it Tattoo though?
There we go. Joel got it. Hervé Villechaize.
Villechaize.
Yes.
But is it spelled? Yeah, no, it doesn't even matter. They got it. That's good. Good for them. They are good.
All right, 1960. He played the guitar in the band that played your favorite song, "Pour Some Sugar on Me."
Oh, that's my stripper song. Oh, jeez, God, I don't even know. Nope, I'm not even gonna try.
Steve Clark.
Steve Clark. No.
He died in 1991. In What?
I would say there's a battle between Linda and Joel here. They're battling here. Who's getting the answer first?
That's pretty bad when you get somebody accused of using Google.
Yeah.
Things are getting. Take it easy, you two.
Heat it up here.
Settle down. Okay. Have none of that. In 1968 birth. 1968 birth. He was that'd be too easy. He was a big fan of fertilizer. He was a big fan of fertilizer, and he rented a Ryder truck.
Yeah, I was going to say R. Kelly, but you threw me off. He rented a big Ryder truck, a terrorist. So it's a terrorist, 1968. He's got to be a little bit older than 45. He's a little bit older. He's I'm drawing a blank. Oklahoma bomber. I'm thinking Kaczynski, but it's not Kaczynski. Oklahoma bomber Tim McVeigh.
That is correct.
Well, Joel got it here. I just read it.
Yes, he's getting it quick. See, he's tricky. That's a St. John for you. He's throwing Linda off her game by.
Well, those St. Johns, they're really bad. They're real badasses.
Calling her a cheater and throwing her off, and then he's slipping in the answers. Okay, and 2018.
2018. Oh, just recently.
2018, born, really recently. Born today and talked about earlier on our show.
Yeah, I don't even know the young prince, the next.
Correct.
Kate Middleton's.
The unnamed prince.
Yeah.
All right, now we got 2 deaths today.
Deaths. All right, Dr. Death.
Dr. Death. We got 2 of them.
Okay.
Let's see. Year. Died. 1616, and we're gonna go with 1616. He died. Oh, again, he.
It's a he. Okay.
Once more into the breach.
Once more into the breach. Oh man, that's another 1500s. I should know this, for crying out loud. I don't know. Nope. I'm drawing a blank.
Nothing here? Nothing on comments?
Let me see. Comment-wise, nope. Linda and Joel they're
still
nothing.
Arguing?
They're going back and forth. There's nothing. There is no name yet.
Well, the answer is William Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare. Oh, there we go. Now Joel gets it.
Sure, now he gets it after.
And Linda didn't. Wow, look at that. Okay.
That
was a good one.
One of the guys born and died on their same day. Not the same year, of course, but the same day of the year.
Last
okay, 1995, death.
Death. 95.
I will not use the voice. I will just say the quote.
Okay.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Oh, Howard Cosell.
There you go.
Yes. Nice. I look at that.
I appreciate.
All right. No, that was good.
I appreciate the comments, even if it was 2 people arguing with each other. I like the arguments.
That's what this is all about. We got some engagement.
Arguments.
Yeah. I'm all for it. I love it. If we get more people like that chimes in, it just makes this show much more funner. So yeah, definitely share that.
There you go. There you go.
Well, it is another end of another edition of Monday Motivation with Ogre. Before I sign us off, I'm going to turn it back over to our very own Ogre to give us his final thoughts for the week and what to tune in for next week. So, Ogre, give us a good farewell.
As much as I joke around and crap out here, and I know I cuss too much and say mean things about women's, but it's in fun. I'm not really that terrible a person in real life, but most of you people probably shut up, Spaniard. Most of you cats will probably never know that anyway, or most of you already do. The last couple of weeks, there's been some things going on in work and in my personal life, and the family has made me reevaluate a few things, and never so much. I've said it before, and I'll mean it as much as I do this time. Really, don't sweat the small stuff. You don't know how much time is. No time is guaranteed. So it's just don't worry about oh geez, I got to do this, or I got to finish this, or I got to work here and I got to finish this work, and I got to rush my kids to this place and rush my kids to that place, and we're never gonna get this done, and we got to fix this on the house and fix that. Again. Don't sweat the small stuff. And again, don't be a complete asshole either. But take life as it comes, because you never know. And the people that you care about, let them know, because you could get hit by a fucking meteor tomorrow, and that'll be it.
Meteor. I like how you kind of tied in our alma mater mascot.
I didn't even do that on purpose.
Wow, look at that. He's got spirit, folks. Yes, he does.
How about you?
That's
all I got.
That's
See you next week.
Got.
Like it, share it, and send it to your buddies.
Like it, share it, slip it, flip it, rub it down. Oh no,
That's
there
right.
you go. So yeah, it's another Monday under our belt, ladies and gents. Thanks again for watching, and catch us throughout our other Black Sheep Bravo shows. So for all of us here at Monday Motivation, this is the Spaniard wishing you a great night. Spaniard out. Have a great